Hello horror hounds, welcome to my horror house. I've been thinking recently about horror vetoes, specifically the kind of vetoes that my wife has in our household. And it just occurred to me that ours will not be a unique household. There will be lots of you out there who might be the only horror fan in your household. The rest of your family or your partner or your flatmates might not dig horror as much as you do. Or you might be in a house with other horror fans, but their tastes run slightly different to yours. I think it's absolutely fair to say that my wife is not and was never a horror fan. And after meeting me, she now has seen more horror films than she could ever have hoped to have imagined that she would have in her entire lifetime. And being a non-horror fan, she has some absolute no-goes. She has a couple of vetoes. She's an arachnophobe, so anything with spiders in it, or even, I guess, sort of spider-adjacent kind of stuff, is absolutely off the table. There is no way I would sit her down and ask her to watch Arachnophobia, because why would you do that to someone? Why would you ask someone who is scared of a thing to watch the thing that they're deathly terrified of? The other absolute veto she has is anything to do with dolls, possessed dolls, creepy dolls, dolls that move. So Dead of Night is out. Anything with a ventriloquist dummy in it is out. Dead Silence is out. All of the Child Play movies, absolutely out. Any of the Annabelle movies, even the Conjuring movies with just an Annabelle segment in them, out. She doesn't want that in her head. She doesn't want to see it. I've been sitting on a copy of Dolly Dearest for the longest time, waiting for the time to be right for me to sit and watch it on my own. So if I really want to watch a Child's Play movie, I have to wait until she's out of the house or busy doing something else, and I have to let her know that I'm watching Child's Play so she doesn't accidentally come in and see Chucky running around, because that would freak her out. Speaking for myself, I don't particularly dig a lot of rape in my horror movies. So rape revenge stuff is a difficult ask for me. I wouldn't go out of my way to watch Last House on the Left again. I have never seen I Spit on Your Grave. I've never seen the remake and the frankly bizarre number of Spit on Your Grave sequels that has produced. I really struggle with animal cruelty, so whilst there is a part of me that would love to really dig into the Italian cycle of cannibal movies, because there is some fascinating stuff going on in there, for some reason it seems that animal cruelty and real depictions of animal deaths have to be part of the recipe for those type of films, and I just kind of nope out with stuff like that myself. So what I'm really interested to hear from you guys is, do you have partners or family members, flatmates who have horror vetoes? Do you have horror vetoes yourself? The areas where you're just like, nope, no thank you. It is not a bad thing to say, I don't enjoy this specific thing, so I don't want to watch it. That's a really rambling way of saying everything that we're talking about now is a matter of taste. Taste is absolutely subjective, so there are no wrong answers. But I guess I'm really interested to know if any of you have home situations whereby your consumption of horror media has to be slightly negotiated with the tastes of the people that you love and the people that you live with. For those of you good folks who watch right to the end, I hope you don't mind me highlighting my book of horror short stories again. It does seem to work when I mention it. You know, a couple of people pick it up each month. Talking about horror vetoes, one of my absolute dread fears is of the deep, the ocean depths, being that far underwater. And I specifically wrote a story that addressed that fear to try essentially and scare the crap out of myself, which I did while I was writing it. I did have to go away and decompress a couple of times whilst I was writing the short story. Orpheus Descends, which takes place at the bottom of the Arctic Ocean. That is snuggled among 16 other short horror stories covering a whole range of subjects: zombies, werewolves, body horror, techno horror, weird talking seagulls. 17 stories of death and desire. Thank you for your patience in letting me talk about it, and hopefully one or two of you will pick it up and give it a go and let me know what you think.
I bid you welcome.
I welcome you to my house.
Welcome to my house.
Welcome to my home.